For an absolute value inequality, what we're going to do is change it into a compound inequality. So if you see a less than, we'll have that 2x plus 5 is still less than 9. But also, because there's a negative involved with the 9, since we're dealing with absolute values, we'll have that 2x plus 5 is greater than negative 9. So basically, when you see a less than symbol, it means you're trapped between both the negative 9 and positive 9. From here, it's just a matter of solving this for x. So let's see. I think this one's going to be fairly straightforward. I'll subtract 5, but I'll subtract it from both sides of my inequality. And when I simplify this, let's see, I get negative 14 is less than 2x is less than 4. Okay, and for my next step, I'm going to divide by 2. And since the 2 is positive, I know it won't change the direction of the inequality. And we're left with negative 7 is less than x is less than 2. If you want to draw this on the number line below, let's see. We're going from negative 7 up till we get to 2, and we get everything in between those values, but we don't include negative 7 or 2, and that's our final answer. And for the last example, example 2, here it's not less than, but it's the absolute value is greater than or equal to 12. This also breaks up into a compound inequality. The first one just being 1 minus 3x is bigger than or equal to 12. But now this time it's going to be or. And we'll have 1 minus 3x is less than or equal to negative 12. So that negative on the other side is still coming into play, but this time it's switching the direction of the inequality. Now that we have both of these pieces, we can just solve like we had before, where, let's see, I'll subtract 1 from both sides, and I'll do the same thing over here as well. And we have negative 3x, it's greater than or equal to 11, or, let's see, we have negative 3x is less than or equal to negative 13. Okay, and we're almost done. We just have to divide both sides by negative 3, and that holds true for both pieces. But this time we've just divided by a negative number. So when we solve for x, we have that x, it's not going to be less than or equal to, and that's going to be negative 11 over 13. And on the other side, we have x, well, that's now going to be greater than or equal to 13 thirds. So to get an idea of where this lies on the number line, 13 thirds, I'll just make note, okay, that's 3 goes into 13 4 times with 1 left over, so that's 4 1/3. For negative 11 thirds, it's negative. Now, 3 goes into 11 3 times, and we have 2 out of 3 left over. So let's see, our two values are at, I can't draw it very precisely on here, but a little bit past 4, and then a little past negative 3. And we get everything on the outside of these two values. So that is, we're going to be greater than 4 1/3, or we're going to be less than negative 3 and 2/3. And this is the final answer to this question.